Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match featured Fort Union Military Academy versus the Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend High School.
Hello and good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for Battle of the Brains, our 20th season of producing Central Virginia's only high school academic quiz show. I'm Cheryl Miller, and we are so happy to have students back with us here in the studio after 2 years of virtual matches. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. The academic athletes joining us today are the Blue Devils of Fork Union Military Academy, coached by Dr. Alex Welch. Fork Union Military Academy is a private all-male college military school in Fluvanna County. Founded in 1898, FUMA is known as one of the premier military boarding academies in the United States. Also with us today, the Bears of the Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend High School, coached by James Conley. Based at Riverbend High School in Fredericksburg, the Commonwealth Governor's School is a half-day school within a school program. It's one of 18 magnet governor schools in Virginia. And it's great to have all of these students here with us today. Now, our match is going to consist of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round, and players wishing to answer will buzz in and wait for me to call on them. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction, but there is no point deduction for an incorrect answer after the question is completed. All right, students, let's go with the first toss-up round. Identify the New England state capital whose name begins with the same letters as the chemical symbol for gold. Colin.
Augusta.
Correct. Augusta, Maine. AU is the chemical symbol for gold. What former One Direction band member's latest album is entitled Harry's House? Emma.
Harry Styles.
Harry Styles is correct. Her mother, Queen Clytemnestra, murdered her father, King Agamemnon. She sought revenge for her father's death by persuading her brother Orestes to kill their mother, who was this Greek tragic figure. Was Electra. Popular in East Asian cuisine, edamame is what type of bean harvested before they ripen?
Soybean.
Usman, that is correct, soybeans. Diwali and Holi are major holidays observed in what religion? Dhruv.
Hinduism.
Correct. This language group is divided into eastern and western subgroups by the La Spezia-Rimini line. Occitan, Provençal, and Catalan are minor languages in what family named for an ancient empire that spoke Latin? Usman.
Iberian.
That is incorrect. Riverbend, Colin?
Romance languages.
Romance languages is correct. On the piano, how many black keys are played in a C major chromatic scale? Isabella.
0.
That is incorrect. Fork Union, Usman?
1.
It's 5. In his bid to become president of the United States, this former governor of Ohio received fewer popular votes than his opponent, Samuel J. Tilden. Name this commander-in-chief. Jackson.
B. Hayes.
That is correct, nicknamed the Dark Horse President. What was the name of the plane that dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan? Colin.
Fat Man.
That is incorrect. Fork Union, Jackson.
The Enola Gay.
That is correct. David Ben-Gurion was the first premier of which Middle Eastern state? Jackson.
Israel.
Correct. From November 55 to June 63. Its mellow tone is produced by 26 feet of tubing and can be adjusted by placing a hand in its bell. Name this coiled brass instrument. Emma.
French horn.
Correct. All right, teams, take a look at the screen. Listen carefully. Here's a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and please wait until the question is complete before buzzing in.
Which amendment, which granted women the right to vote in 1920, was not ratified in Virginia until 1952?
Emma.
The 19th Amendment.
19th is correct. Baron Pierre de Coubertin created the motto of the modern-day Olympics. The 3-word motto is Citius, Actius, and Fortius. What is its translation to English? It is faster, higher, stronger. Symbolized by a lowercase e, this 12-letter word refers to one of the elements of an orbit. What is this element which would be used to indicate how a parabola differs from a circle? Isabella.
Ellipse.
That is incorrect. Fork Union? And the answer is eccentricity. What year is represented by the Roman numerals MMXXII? Colin.
2022.
That is correct. The name translates from Greek as sacred wisdom. It is visible for miles across the Sea of Marmara. Name this mosque located in Istanbul. Colin.
Hagia Sophia.
Correct. They were the 9 daughters of Zeus. Later, they became the goddesses of inspiration for all areas of human learning and artistic expression. Name these Greek goddesses associated with the arts. Emma.
Muses.
Correct, the Muses. And that buzzer is the end of our first toss-up round. We've got a lot more questions to go, though. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when we continue here on Battle of the Brains.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow on Battle of the Brains on social. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Fork Union Military Academy with 40 points. Our Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend team with 90 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, we want to introduce you to today's players. First, let's meet our team from Fork Union Military Academy. Their coach is Dr. Alex Welch. First up is Thin Pham, who is a junior, is an international student from Vietnam. Enjoys doing community service, robotics, and running cross country. Next up is James Clark, who is a senior from Manhattan, New York, enjoys economics, reading, financial markets, and skiing. Our team captain is Jackson Pretis, who is a senior from Barboursville, Virginia. He's chaplain at Fork Union, enjoys running, politics, and history, and hopes to become a diplomat one day. And wrapping up our team from Fork Union is Usman Dieng, who is a senior, originally from Germantown, Maryland, enjoys learning languages, playing the drums, and doing community service. Plans on studying business, political science, international relations, and linguistics in college. That's our team from FUMA. Now let's meet our team from the Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend. They are coached by James Conley. First up is Emma Laure, who is a junior, is a member of the French Club, president of the French Honor Society, enjoys experiencing culture and language through travel, cuisine, and exploring art and history museums. Our team captain is Colin Wolf, who is a senior, is president of the Math Honor Society. He leads Riverbend's Computer Science Programming Club. He likes to ski, run cross country, and work as a lifeguard at the pool, and intends to pursue a career in math and computer science. Next up is Isabella Howell, who is a senior. She's president of the National English Honor Society and vice president of the Math Honor Society, is involved in her school's programming and girls in STEM clubs. And wrapping up our team is Drew Bajugam, who is involved in Computer Science Programming Club at Riverbend, working in the community to help younger students learn how to code, is tennis captain at Riverbend, and on his way to gaining his Eagle Scout designation. We wish you the very best with that. That's our Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend high school team joining us today, and great to have all of these students with us. And now they're going to take on the category round. For this round, each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If a team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, we'll give them a 20-point bonus. Teams, take a look. Here are the categories from which you may choose. They are the word silver, Revolutionary War sites, and catchphrases. And we note that in this round, only the team captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. And by the rules, the high score team will get first choice of category. That is our team from Riverbend. So Colin, quickly talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what category you would like to play.
We'll do catchphrases, please.
All right. Name the real or fictional person most closely identified with the following catchphrases. The first is Bah Humbug.
Scrooge.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Hi-Yo Silver.
Pass.
That would be the Lone Ranger. Autobots transform.
Optimus Prime.
Correct. If you smell what the blank is cooking.
Chef.
That would be from wrestling, The Rock. What the Rock is cooking. Good grief.
Charlie Brown.
Correct. Zoinks.
Shaggy.
Correct. Shaken, not stirred.
James Bond.
Correct. What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny.
Correct. Live long and prosper.
Pass.
That would be Mr. Spock from Star Trek. And finally, Bazinga.
Sheldon.
Sheldon Cooper. Correct. Good job on that category. All right, Fork Union, the word silver or Revolutionary War sites. Jackson, talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what you'd like to play.
Revolutionary War sites.
All right. In which present-day state did these battles or bivouacs of the American Revolution take place? The first is Yorktown.
Virginia.
Correct. Saratoga.
New York.
Correct. Trenton.
New Jersey.
Correct. Bunker Hill.
Massachusetts.
Correct. Monmouth.
Massachusetts.
That's New Jersey. Camden.
South Carolina.
Correct. Brandywine.
Pennsylvania.
Correct. Valley Forge.
Pennsylvania.
Correct. Ticonderoga.
New York.
Correct. And Cowpens.
South Carolina.
And that is correct. You know where your Revolutionary War sites are. Good job on the category by both of our teams today. Up next, we'll have another toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains, so stay right here.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Or want to catch up on a full season of gameplay? Find full matches on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
Here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Fork Union Military Academy with 85 points, and our team from the Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend with 125 points. Now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And a reminder, you will lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have a chance to answer. And there is no conferring here in the toss-up rounds. All right, teams, here we go. In English grammar, what is the term for a verb that functions as a noun? Emma.
Gerund.
Correct. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. Find the derivative of the expression x to the fourth minus 3x cubed. Colin.
4x to the third minus 6x squared, or 6x.
That is incorrect. Fork Union?
3x to the no, 4x to the third minus 6x.
That is incorrect also. The judges are saying no to both. 4x cubed minus 9x squared. In 1912, who was the last sitting president of the United States to finish third in the Electoral College voting? Jackson.
William Howard Taft.
Correct. One of those modern drawing room plays with pink lampshades is how this man described his Victorian-era comedy, Lady Windermere's Fan. Named this Irish-born playwright who had other successes with An Ideal Husband and The Importance of Being Earnest. And that would be Oscar Wilde. All right, teams, take a look at the screen. Watch carefully. Here's a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch, and wait for the question to be completed before buzzing in.
The Commonwealth of Virginia is named for which English queen?
Emma.
Elizabeth I.
That is correct. Their only predators are humans. They are the world's largest land predators. What are these mammals whose scientific name is Ursus maritimus? Jackson.
The African elephant.
That is incorrect. Riverbend? Colin.
Polar bear.
Polar bear is correct. All right, keep that pencil and paper handy. What is the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is the number of the Arabian Nights and the width of the number of Ali Baba's thieves? Would be 2,082, 1,001 nights and 40 thieves. Coined by H.L. Mencken, name the two-word term for a region of the southern U.S. typically associated with fundamentalist Christianity and social conservatism. Jackson.
Bible Belt.
Correct. This rhetorical object was introduced by the Democratic Party's 1896 National Convention, at which Williams Jennings Bryan thundered that mankind should not be crucified upon it. Jackson.
Gold. Cross of gold.
That is correct. Name the term in physics for the device used to accelerate and charge atomic and subatomic particles. Drew.
Particle accelerator.
That is incorrect. Fork Union? The answer is cyclotron. Synthesis of this protein requires genes located on both chromosomes 16 and 11. Defects in either of those genes can lead to thalassemias. Name this protein with 4 subunits that uses iron atoms to bind oxygen in red blood cells.
Hemoglobin.
That is correct, and wait for me to call on you. An anecdote is a short account of a real person or incident. Spell anecdote. Jackson.
A-N-E-C-D-O-T-E.
That is correct. Signed by President Wilson in 1913, this Federal Reserve System was to be the nation's bank. Into how many districts was the U.S. divided by this act? Drew.
12.
12 is correct. Choosing this legal option removes the need for allocution, and it is often used when the cost of a trial would exceed the maximum loss to an innocent party. Referred to as a no contest plea, give its Latin name meaning I do not want to argue. And that would be nolo contendere. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round, and just ahead we'll double the point value for our teams for a correct answer. Stay tuned to see which of our teams is today's winner, coming up here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains and ready for your high school team to play next season? Get in touch. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. Fork Union Military Academy with 135 points, and our Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend team with 165 points. Now for this final toss-up round, we are doubling the point score for a correct answer, and the penalty is also doubled for an incorrect answer given before I finished reading the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. Good luck, teams. Our final toss-up round starts with this question. The sources of the Mohawk, Susquehanna, Allegheny, and Delaware rivers are in this state, as well as the Adirondack and Catskill Mountains. Colin.
New York.
That is correct. What popular, small, crispy snack takes its shape from an aquatic animal?
Goldfish. Oh, sorry.
That is correct. You need your pencil and paper for this one. If a team scores 40% of its total points in the first half of a basketball game, how many points did they score in the first half if their final score was 120 points for the game? James.
48.
48 is correct. Mainly Indonesian islands today, the Moluccas once played an important part in the Western European commerce, especially in the trade in nutmegs, pepper, and cloves. By what other names were these islands called? Colin.
Spice Islands.
Correct. In the book of Genesis, Isaac had 2 sons. One sold his birthright to his younger brother, who became the father of the 12 tribes of Israel. Name Isaac's 2 sons. Jackson.
Esau and Jacob.
Correct. Name the title of this famous 1642 painting by Rembrandt that depicts the militia moving out, led by Captain Franz Banning Koch. Would be the Night Watch. This sport was originally called Bagataway. Name this team sport played with sticks and a ball that has 10 players per team, including 3 attack men and a goalie. James.
Lacrosse.
That is correct. January 2001 saw the debut of what free internet encyclopedia that anyone can edit? Jackson.
Wikipedia.
Correct. She won 2 Nobel Prizes, the first for her contribution to the discovery of radioactivity. Isabella.
Marie Curie.
Correct. Republican politicians Ted Cruz and Ron DeSantis both graduated from which elite Northeastern law school? James.
Yale Law School.
That is incorrect. Riverbend. Colin.
Harvard Law School.
That is correct. Identify the goddess of warfare and wisdom in Greek mythology. Isabella.
Athena.
Correct. Known as the Nature Boy, what professional wrestler had his last match on July 31st, 2022 at the age of 73? Colin.
Hulk Hogan.
That is incorrect. Fork Union. Jackson.
The Undertaker.
That would be Ric Flair. If you were born on Christmas Day, what is your zodiac sign? Emma.
Capricorn.
Correct. Runs from December 22nd to about January 19th. Currently anchored in Charleston, South Carolina, name the U.S. aircraft carrier named for the last major battle of the Revolutionary War. Jackson.
The Yorktown.
That's correct. This university's Pride of the Southland marching band traditionally performs Rocky Top at football games. Name the university whose football team was once quarterbacked by Peyton Manning. Colin.
University of Tennessee.
Correct. What is the only U.S. state without a Caucasian plurality, the only state with a royal palace, and the only state whose flag incorporates the Union Jack?
Hawaii.
Usman.
Hawaii.
Yes. This late U.S. senator is the oldest person to ever go into space with NASA. Name this astronaut who joined the Space Shuttle Discovery crew at the age of 77 after being the first American to orbit the Earth in 1962. Jackson.
John Glenn.
Correct. Built around 550 BC, it was built to honor a Greek goddess of hunting and fertility. Name this temple one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Colin.
The Acropolis.
That is incorrect. Fork Union. It would be the Temple of Artemis. Around 1500 BCE, the pharaohs of Egypt began to be interred in a new burial ground on the west bank of the Nile across the river from the ancient city of Thebes. What is this site called? Emma.
The Valley of the Kings?
Correct. And that buzzer means the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder how to stay connected with us here on Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow the show on social at Battle of the Brains. As we continue round 1 in this 20th anniversary season of Battle of the Brains, join us next week as we welcome Chickatan High School versus Dinwiddie High School.
Great match by our teams today, and here's the final score determining which team will continue on in this season's competition. Our team from Fork Union Military Academy ends the match with 295 points. A great job today by Thin, James, Jackson, and Usman. Our winners today with a final score of 325 points. Our team from the Commonwealth Governor's School at Riverbend. Great job by Drew, Isabella, Cullen, and Emma, and we will see you all later in the season. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Virginia 529. Goodbye.